All right, so I'm gonna do a quick tutorial for Lonely as It Gets by Wetzel. My phone's at 20%, so it's probably gonna die soon, so I'm gonna try and get through this as fast as possible. While also giving you some bang for your buck. All right, so first off, this is actually played on the 2nd fret. My guitar is 2.5 step down, so that's why I am on the 3rd fret in this video. But here's what the intro and the verse sounds like. So that's kind of how it goes. I'm gonna try and get you a little bit closer to this side of me, so I can get you to see what I'm seeing here. All right, so the first things first is when you play this, there's 3 chords. It's a C major, you've got an A minor, and you've got an E minor. When you're gonna play these, especially in the intro verse, all that stuff, you're typically gonna start out by going an upstroke and hammering on the entire chord of the C. Sounds something like this. But that's the main bit that you need to take away. And we'll see this later on in the A minor as well. So when we do the A minor, the C, what's actually happening down this way, let me get you a full picture now if I can see if I can get you in there. Yeah, that's pretty close. Full picture is so what you're doing there is it's a hammer on the entire C. You're going to our 2nd and 3rd string and just clicking those once. And that's the 2nd from the bottom and 3rd from the bottom. And then you're going to bring the pinky back on, or pinky on for the first time, I should say. And that is going to be on your 3rd fret down here of your C shape. So it's actually on the 2nd string as well, where your index finger is, and you're hammering off to where your pointer finger is currently residing in your C shaped chord. So sounds a little something like this. That's bad. And that's it. Then you're gonna go straight into A minor, and you're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna hammer on the entire chord. So it's gonna be it's going to follow the same structure. We're going to hammer on the entire A minor on the upstroke, hit the 2nd and 3rd, and then hammer on your pinky finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string from the bottom. Now from here, let me actually back up. Here's what we got so far. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of I'll do this slowly. And all I'm doing is actually I'm gonna hit the bottom few strings and then palm mute. And then as I palm mute, I'm gonna take my A minor shape and go to the E minor. Oops, sorry. So I'm actually hitting these top strings now where the E minor is, like top 3 or so, on the upstroke. Palm muting, and then hitting these top strings. So I'll go slow again. And watch that a couple times if you can, if you didn't get it the first time. And then I'll do it from a second angle so you can kind of see a little better what my fingers are doing. And from here, we're going to go into a little walk down. And go back into that. So the walk down, I'm going to try and explain this as best I can, but you're starting from the E minor shape and you're starting to hammer off and on your ring finger, which is on the 4th string on the 2nd fret. So this guy right there, right there. So you're walking it down, and every time you drop down, you're actually hitting, let me back you out again. Make sure you can see it. All right, so you're actually hitting your 3rd string, which is open. It's the one right beneath your point or your ring finger right now. So in the E minor, going string below it, hitting it, lifting your ring finger off, the string below it. Now you're going to the 3rd fret, 5th string, back to the 3rd string open, and you're going to ring finger the 5th string on the 2nd fret. I know it's very hard to describe, but I'm going to play it slowly, so watch it a couple times and see if you can see what I see. Let's get closer. So what you're doing from here, once you hit this last string, is you're just going to upstroke and go back into the C and start this cycle over. Well, if I could do that 100 times, I would not do that like that. I don't know what that means. Okay, so that you get the idea. It's kind of difficult to play it slower when you're used to playing it faster. So that's the intro part. I'm gonna play a couple bits of the song, and you can actually see the kind of subtleties that are in this process of the chords. Oops. You go into the verse now, you've got a C. I've got an empty book of songs that in your A minor, love you to read. Throw a E minor away your plans, come lay next to me. I've got a C minor, half a bag of wine, A minor, and I'd love to share, E minor. And you can do something like that too, where you go, all I'm doing is down here, I'm going from the 2nd, 3rd, 4th string, and back to the C. And if it ain't too cold, we can A minor, go outside, listen, E minor, to the world and get lost tonight and now. When you go to the last line, you're actually going to upstroke on the C instead of downstroke with the other lines. So it sounds like this. And if it ain't too cold, we can go outside, listen to the world and get lost tonight and now. Hold hold your hand if you want me to. And you're getting back to that same intro rhythm, essentially, there on that last line. If it ain't too cold, you can go outside, listen to the world, and get lost tonight. And I hold your hand if you want me to. Well, you're going back into the verse, the intro, before you go into the second verse. And second verse is going to be the same. The way I play it, when you get to a certain line, there's this little embellishment where you take, and all that is just this bottom two strings, your first and your second string, and it's almost like a G shape if you're holding both of those bottom strings down, and then you're just going to slide them down to the bottom. It kind of gives this cool effect. You can watch my cover of it. It kind of shows you how I play that and timing. But I won't go into too much detail here on that to keep this video short. So once you've done the verses, and again, the last line of the second verse, you're going to do that same upstroke. So I'll show you. And girl, those eyes, you got me feeling so deep inside that I can't see. Kind of build up there from the E minor. Those we can go, and then what you're doing on the chorus is you're going to an F, an A minor, which I play as a bar chord here on this one, and a G. So I'll go through these real quick. The F is your standard bar chord F, which pretty common shape. The A minor is actually almost like a power chord, except you're going to bar the entire fifth. Wait, was that 1, 2? So that one. Yeah, fifth fret is where that one starts, and then so a power chord, right, is going to be one up here, and then down one string, and then 2 frets over is going to be your ring finger, and then right below that is going to be your pinky finger. And the only difference between this really and the bar chord version is I'm just going to bar the entire first fret there, which is actually the 5th fret. That's what it sounds like. And I suppose you could also do it just like cowboy chords like we were doing before. So you got the F. So we can go south with the windows down. You got me crazy driving all over town. Tell me if I can't do it, what you got in it for me. So all you're doing is the same thing, but I'll do bar chords this time. We can go south with the windows down. You've got me crazy driving all over town. Tell me if I can't do it, what you got in it for me. And baby, I'm on the rope, you know I can't take it. You got my heart, I bet you're gonna break it. And I swear F, that I'm give on A minor, hit my best G. I'm as lonely as it, and as it gets, you're going to back to the upstroke and that verse intro type of model. So it sounds like this. And baby, I'm on the rope, you know I can't take it. You got my heart, I bet you're gonna break it. And I swear that I'm giving it my best, but I'm as lonely as it gets. So that's every chorus is gonna end like that. I swear that I'm giving it my best, well, I'm as lonely as it gets. I'm as lonely as it gets. You go right back into it there. Verse 3, it's the same process, much of the same the entire way through. Then you've got the instrumental bridge. On the instrumental bridge, all I'm doing is playing that same verse intro twice through. So it's going twice, and then you're building it up into that last chorus. We can go south with F, with the windows down, A minor. You got me crazy all night and all over town. Tell me if F can't do it, A minor, what you got in it for me, G. F, A minor, G. If you're gonna break it now, F, down to A minor, G. I'm as lonely as it. I don't know if I did this already, but C, A minor, E minor. I'm as lonely as it. C, A minor, E minor. Oh, baby, I'm lonely. So you just go right back into that bit at the end, and then that's how you can wrap up the song. Just kind of slow it down, play it as a little fade out. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. Sorry, this took longer than I thought. I had to chop it up, but I hope it helps, and cheers. Good luck.